let's make wait. Yeah, need to make sure that the recording's going through. It's not getting bunged up or anything. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena. And today, it's Friday, so it's FNM at home. FNM at home. And it's standard Artisan. So we're going to be running probably one of the most interesting decks to come out of Strixhaven that is very, very rare friendly. It's even when I built this up, it's mostly commons. Now, I've seen a lot of pest builds that are green-black, but I'm gonna try one that's red-black. Red-black at this time. We're gonna take up a few cards from Kaldheim as well. So let's start with the basic package from Strixhaven. So it's usually 4 Eye Twitch, 4 Hunt for Specimens. What are they getting? Even more pests. So it's generating a lot of 1/1s, getting extra value from Serrated Scorpion from courtesy of Ikoria. And we're adding 4 copies of Goblin Arsonist. You could use 4 copies of... You could also use the Goblin Warrior one that benefits off equipment. But I'm just using this one to remind people that 1, this exists, and 2, we're not exactly running equipment, so why the heck not? And also 4 copies of Bastion of Remembrance. Now this is usually the winning card. It's usually run in conjunction with... Where's those 2 Plumb the Forbidden? It's usually run in conjunction with Plumb the Forbidden to do a lot of quick sacrificing, but we need other ways to actually deal damage, so we're running 1 copy of Sir Conrad, 2 copies of Cardor Doomscourge. Now, so this one is just basically make a lot of tokens, keep swinging. Just keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking. We might hold a few back for defense, but the idea is that even if our tokens die, we still get a benefit out of it. If this doesn't quite pan out, we'll probably just add another Sir Conrad. That's pretty much our alternate plan. And speaking of alternate plans, we have Weaponize the monsters. So, a very good way to deal 2 to any target. It will need a lot of tokens, but let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20... Okay, it's 20 creatures. 20, 21, 21, 22, 23 if ever. Plus 8, so... Got about 30, so we got 31 shots with this, so this should be fine. We're just running extra village rights to draw us into the cards we need. We're running 24 lands. I probably can cut some lands for say more gas, maybe even a few shocks would be nice. We're gonna run this as is, see what parts we need to change. As always, I don't expect this to work right out of the bat. I expect some cards like say the Cardor to be on the questionable side, but it's worth a shot. And where's that deck list? There you go. And it's kind of awkward when the camera blocks your way. I'm also running the ticker down here so that it I want to see if it blocks up stuff or not. So right now, okay, not the best hand, but we got turn 2 Hunt, turn 3 Bastion, so I'm actually gonna keep this one. So I'm okay with running this out. Turn 1, turn 2 Goblin Arsonist is not too bad. Elysian Caryatid. Okay, we might have to stall a bit. 1, we definitely are not letting this guy live. Though I probably should not have played this one. I was better off on playing one of these. I could basically just Shimmer... I can Shimmer Drift or Sulphurous Mire. Yeah, Okay, so... Take note, this is X equals 2 because we played the Bloodfell Caves. So... That said, what we can do is hunt for specimens, get the necrotic fumes because we know what's up at this point. So it should scare our opponent off stacking too much here. Yep, as you see, our opponent is now diversifying a bit. Migratory Greathorn. So this is a good target to nuke, and we can... Yeah, if we can get... No, actually, the Bloodfell Caves is kind of there to give us extra colors, but I'm already of the mind that I probably should be adding more. I should be adding just more basics, snow-covered lands at this point. We can still Necrotic Fumes this. This one's fine. Opponent is running us. So we'll take the tree. Okay, we did hit a Bastion of Remembrance, but that's gonna have to wait. Now the sad part is, yeah, we kind of out-tempoed ourselves there. We probably had a bit. Now the concern is what the black entails here. Generally, this means our opponent's going for the full mutate build. We probably should have more we should probably have some more actual pinpoint removal. I'm thinking adding some Blood Chiefs Thirst along the line here. We probably don't need 30. We probably don't need 33 shots anyway. So what are the concerning cards? Great Horn is concerned because that would be. Opponents changing their mind about something. Technically, it's 5 mana to mutate Auspicious Starix here. Boneyard Lurker. Still an issue because that is still a 4/4. So my main out is actually hopefully draw another land so I can play both Arsonist and Bastion of Remembrance and hold up a Frostbite. Also interesting, our opponent did not return any of these. Is this lot? Wait, what does this return? Return target permanent card. Okay, 3/4. So we're being hit with the 4/4 flyer. So we're gonna kind of race at this point. The Chittering I think our opponent did not go for the Chittering Harvester because it kind of goes with our plan. So at this rate, we're probably gonna. Oh, they're gonna get that. They're gonna start stacking here. But so what we're going to do now is we're gonna start flooding the board. Bastion, Arsonist. Again, preferably we hit the land also, so we can. There you go. Also no chip. Oh, Harvester is a 4/6. So our best bet at this point is, yeah, let our opponent mutate on top of this. Start going ham with the Auspicious Stark. 6/6 is just as bad. Yeah, the problem is it's flying. Our real out is to get one of our find the learn card, get Necrotic Fumes. But our opponent's returning quite a few Whoa, they're returning a few and getting a lot out of this. So they're getting the Caryatid back. I think our opponent's diversity. Ooh, that's not a good hit. So we will take 6. No outs to that one. What's it cost to mutate this? Shark. Probably bounce the token so that. Yeah, getting hit by a large 6/6 is a problem. And the problem is our opponent can start mutating onto these other ones. Yeah, we just got out-tempoed here. Yeah, we can probably safely concede. I want to see if we do have an out to this. Opponent also got all their Starixes in a row. Yeah, and once you... Yeah, this one's not gonna do much. Our opponent just mutates on top of this. They bounce stuff. We can block for a while, but yeah, that was a very brutal Starix. We went for the necrotic fumes. Could we have waited for our opponent to drop something? Probably. That's probably an issue. I think the bigger issue was that we played Bloodfell Caves. So given a chance, we always play our snowlands first. We really want to hit up. We really want to hit trees so that our frostbites are good. I'm also gonna start looking up for alternate removal spells. So double sulfurous mire. We just need one more land. I'm gonna keep this one, but this one's super sketchy. At the worst case scenario, we can just play Eye Twitch first and find a way to trade it. We do have an environmental sciences. When it goes Archfiend's Vessel, so it's that deck. Okay, we hit our... well... yeah, we're hitting environmental sciences first. And the reason we're doing that is because this helps us hit our 4 mana. Don't know how opponent going for the... okay. So I'm actually tempted to just keep getting hit by this one. As it is, this guy is not really it's not really doing much. Also, though it is kind of sketchy that our opponent is holding back. So what's important is if our opponent is going for reanimating this Gray Merchant, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can ding it. Probably should hold this up though. I think I might be playing this one too conservatively. I probably should have just swung with everything. We were going to gain life off it anyway. The concern now is really just multiple merchants. Mars Grasp, opponent takes that out. So the interesting thing is because of that, I could just... so our opponent needs to snipe 2 of them. Or snipe 1 and keep the Arsonist alive. Oh no, just gave it up. Okay. And some extra damage. Yes. So now we actually want our Eye Twitches to die so that we can... that's actually good. I'm actually gonna go for the Pest Summoning here. Our opponent has to probably just replace the Grey Merchant, and we can... oh, feed the Swarm. Get rid of the Bastion first. Okay. That's a plan. That will get them to play Order of Midnight. Now we're starting to flood a bit. We're kind of looking for one of our card draw spells at this point. So if our opponent plays some Grey Merchant, they take back a lot of life, but we get to crack back for quite a bit more. Oh, and we still have to Frostbite as well. Now we just need to keep our board. Nice thing here is that there are board wipes for this level at uncommon. They will get us. They'll still get us death triggers at this rate, so we will get something off item. So if I were to swing with all of these, that's so we hit for 3 damage. Yeah, I really miss Stomp now at this point. Or with Midnight getting the Grey Merchant back. We definitely are going to just swing with everything here. Which might be a bit reckless, but, well, these guys are not on the block anyway. These guys might... Oh, opponent conceded there. Yeah, our plan was to just swing with everything, then start hitting with Necrotic Fumes at this point. Definitely probably want another copy of Plumb the Forbidden. It looks like 4 Village Rites and 2 copies is not enough. So we got our first win off that one. Card draw is interesting. We got our opponent to unprofitably swing with their Grey Merchant. Though they kept getting it back again and again, it was still fine. So, okay, so we got the... Definitely want to play Sulphurous Mire first. We're gonna go hunt for specimens. I think this is an Eye Twitch. If our opponent's thinking it's probably an Eye Twitch. No, it's a Whisper Squad. Okay. One thing we can do is... Yeah, name black. We got an Arsonist. It's still recording, so that's the good news. So opponent probably wants to play another land and probably wants to just search. Or are they... Because definitely next turn we are playing Bastion of Remembrance. Then we want to set up... It might be more ideal... Well, it really depends on the situation. But definitely we want to set up the Bastion, especially it looks like our opponent's mono black. I'll defend Disciple. Discard card door. Hit the Weaponize. So note that I might actually end up ditching the Weaponize if our opponent plays another Elder Fang Disciple. We get to Plumb, we get to ding our opponent, snipe some cards. Opponent hits triple black. Could be another Underworld Dreams deck. The Weaponize would be very interesting. We can snipe the Arsonist. Ping 2. Opponent's giving it up. Wait a minute. They can search. Looks like he has an ability to pump something. Okay, no, just searching. But it might be one of those 1 black mana. Well, yeah, it's a bit of an anti-timing. I guess our opponent might have that. Might have that. Yes, I want it. Eye Twitch. Okay, so we got Frostbite, we got... We're gonna go... I want to hit 4 mana, but we'll go for Pest Summoning. We'll do it conservatively. I'm actually not gonna swing. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of holding up the Frostbite in case our opponent has big shenanigans, but I suspect this is an all small creature deck. So I'm gonna actually just play Weaponize the monsters now. Yeah, opponent now plays their Bastion, so now we have a Bastion battle. So... yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So... yeah, these two are just gonna keep bouncing off each other. Though if someone's life total becomes really low, this is gonna the whose turn it is gonna be relevant. Like since that's bad. I can fire this off now so that I only get ding for 1 instead of 2. Though that does enable to them to get one of their Pest Summonings. Yeah, whoever hits the most Bastions generally... oh, they went environmental. They triggered the block. So... probably should fire this off now. Sacrifice 1. Yeah, because we need to draw cards. Arsonist is good. Eye Twitch is good. So... yeah, I want to play this one and hold it so I can actually sacrifice it if I have to. Opponent is searching for... I bet they have another color. I would not be oh, it's mono. It really is mono black. Elder Fang Disciple. Ooh, we lose the Eye Twitch. Oh well. Should have played it out, I guess. That was bad. So we're gonna target. But now we're living off the top while our opponent has a full grip, so that's a problem. Yeah, this is a really big problem now. We need to hit one of our... we need to find... yeah, we need to find ways to get back stuff. The Order of Midnight from our well, we're getting back mostly spells though. We don't exactly have that many hard creatures. That's a catch. Yeah, we lost that opportunity with Eye Twitch. Opponent is need a creature very fast. Opponent Plumb the Forbidden. Yeah, we're both in the same boat at this rate. Plumb the Forbidden again. Well, at least it's Plumb the Forbidden to no real benefit to our opponent. Looks like our opponent is... ooh, that's a good one. And because they gain life, they actually benefit from this. I actually should... so I'm actually gonna wait. Because this has haste, I need to trigger it in a way that our opponent doesn't gain life immediately. Like, or if we do kill it, our opponent gains life, but... okay, so that's 6, 7, 8. That's 8 damage. But it goes back to hand, so... kind of have to do this now. Yeah, the double Bastion is going to be the difference here. Opponent Village Rites instead, so... I know they're going to get it back in hand, but... yeah, ooh. Okay. So we had a good idea, but all our creatures are very, very fragile. So that's... We probably want to cut some lands. Look at the number of lands we have. Probably want to add some... The Whisper Squad looks like a very good plan. You know what? I'm actually gonna let our opponent I'm actually gonna discard this. Because right now these guys are more... Yeah, but because of the way the triggers work, they will gain life. This will always go back in hand unless I hit the Necrotic Fumes. So pretty much the plan here is pass the blockers, block 1, go to damage, snipe this one, yeah, but having to deal with the Grey Merchant late game, we have to be much more aggressive. So I'm gonna probably be on the lookout for cards that that give me a benefit for going wide. There is Raid Bombardment. Yeah, there's no good out to this. I'm probably gonna go back to the drawing board on this one. Definitely cut some lands. Probably gonna cut the Bloodfell case because they tend to wreck. Yeah, and having a way to exile stuff is going to be very important too. So Necrotic Fumes is a good one. But note that every time I do this, I'm still losing life on the transaction, so it's not so great for us. You probably might want to consider a Feed the Swarm or some other way to destroy non-land permanents. Yeah, because we're going to get wrecked by these. So we can concede at this point, and we're going to make some adjustments here. Definitely want more creatures. Ways to get back stuff, that's important. Like I want to not just get stuff from learned off the eye twitch, but I want to keep getting stuff back out of it. So let's make some changes here. I like the Weaponized tech, that one's good. So probably, I don't like the idea of saying I'm going to cut village rights, but what other stuff draws? Falmar Knight, that also gives us Death Touch and a way to draw cards if we need to. I can get behind that one. Actually, Mire Triton's also a consideration here. Actually, I also want to look up Exile, because that's probably going to be important. Yeah, because there seems to be a lot of reanimation, especially with Deathless Knights. I'm actually going to bring in one Cling to Dust. We can cut the Vicious Return at this point. That one's not really profiting. There's a Go Blank. That one also exiles. Also chucks stuff on the yard. We can also use Elspeth's Knight's Mare if we need to go more controlling. Timuret actually a good way to gain us life and nuke our opponent's yard. Yeah, we should try Timuret. It's been quite a while. So 2 Timurets, 1 Cling to Dust. I'm gonna keep the Cardor for now, but I'm gonna cut 1 Village Rights and 1 Goblin Arsonist. Double check our mana. It's 2711. So I probably want 1 less Bloodfell Caves, 1 more actual Swamp. And the reasoning behind that is, yeah, we don't want too many of this. I actually can still cut lands here. Like, our average is just 1.7, so we probably need only 3 lands for the most part. It's only Cardor and Sir Conrad that messes it up. So I'm gonna I'm gonna cut one more Bloodfell Caves, and we're gonna add the Arsonist back. That's one plan. We can add cards like, say, Malakir Rebirth, so we... Agonizing Remorse is a good one. Yeah, our opponent having a discard strategy kind of wrecked us a little bit. Actually, we probably want to have some cards that can deal with bigger creatures, so a Heartless Act is not a bad idea. In fact, let's probably do 2. We can cut one carder. So we're gonna do with this we're gonna do with this adjusted deck. Let's export this and try this one now. See if this pans out better. So more cheap stuff, less of the flashy stuff. Okay, definitely keeping this. So turn 2, I want to play this on black, set art. This might be... oh. Opponent's on the mill plan, so we have to go really quickly. And we can expect no cooperation from our opponent here. Also, life total is meaningless at this point, so I kind of want... next turn I want to play I Twitch Village Rites. Opponent discarded a flunk. Going to Elspeth's Nightmare. Well, we will lose... so actually that's fine, because it deals 1 anyway. Yeah, the color gotten back is irrelevant at this point. Yeah, so save this one. Okay, let that resolve. Okay, good, we lost some lands. We will lose either the Plumb or the Village Rites. Need to be careful. Yeah, we lose the Plumb, which is actually fine. Though what we want to avoid losing is another Bastion. Village Rites. We have to assume our opponent has counter spells also, so yeah, let's wait it out a bit. Yeah, because this one's clear, probably a Sod coming. That's pretty much the... nice, so they're just milling all our lands. So, okay, let's see which one our opponent targets. Opponent could counter this. Well, at least we still get the learn off. Yeah, they're gonna counter that so we don't draw cards, which is fine considering our opponent's trying to mill us. So we definitely get Pest Summoning. Yeah, resolve that. Pass. And we probably should draw actual cards. Okay, the Frostbite's not good here in this matchup, and Sir Conrad is. Now our opponent can't get rid of this, so I'm actually going to play the Pest Summoning first. The logic being our opponent can nuke either the Village Rites or the Frostbite, but not Sir Conrad. They will need to hold up a counter for this, I assume. In fact, I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're just holding it up. So I'm gonna swing and see if they... Flash of Malice. Okay, that's fine. Going for the flunk. Okay, so wiping the board. Now, that brings a question. What kind of card is that? Bastion first. So it's kind of getting close down to the wire for both of us. Opponent, yeah, did not bother holding that. I'm assuming that they still have a counter. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this out first. Let's eat that counter. There's really no way around it. Essence Scatter, sure. Opponent's down to one card. Though our one card is not exactly Grasp of Darkness. Okay, so now we need to actually hit a creature. That's not an enviable position. Could we have held against the Essence Scatter? No. Okay, those are actually good mills. Okay, we're down to 26. Opponent is starting to flood a bit. So what I want to do is actually swing with eye twitch. Hunt for specimen since I drew it. Let's get Pest Summoning. Pest Summoning. End the turn. Opponent really needs another tutelage, and they're not gonna get it. So there we go. We got that game. Oops, that's not the... Which one's the deck list? Yeah, it's having it behind the... Okay, so delete the 0, add the 0. But there we go. That was a very decent win, and we see mill quite a bit, so it's not an outlier. Also helped that a lot of the times our opponent was milling us, they were milling us off land, so thank you. Wow, I'm really cashing in all those gems. Well, I can't complain too much about that. Let's keep going a few more games here. We did just recently change this one, so we'll see if this pans out. I can heal. This is a horrible hand to keep unless our opponent's aggro. If our opponent's anything but aggro, we just domed ourselves. But you know what? We got our 2 wins. Let's see. Maybe I want to see what the meta is. So far, we haven't seen a white deck or okay, we're seeing a blue-red deck now, so that's interesting. So what are you expecting? Sprite Dragon? Sprite Dragon. Okay, so the Plumb the Forbidden at least gives us an extra card draw. And we can now kind of snipe larger things. Expressive Iteration. Okay, that makes sense. That gives us a free line to Plumb the Forbidden. So, yeah, we're seeing a bit of a controlling deck this time. Opponent gets to play a tap land. Sure, let's Plumb because we need cards. That's not that. That's not that. Yeah, we kept a really bad hand. Oops. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Opponent's about to hit 4 mana big special, so experiment. Saw it coming. Let's see if our opponent counters this. Not impossible. Okay, that's a true. Let's see if our opponent bolts this. Okay, no bolt either. So might be setting up so that they probably assume we have the village rights, which is correct. Okay, place the land. Let's unbolt this one. Opponent has a counter that buffs that. So we actually have two ways around this, but I'm gonna save it for now. Basically, I want to wait for our opponent to throw removal at this. And now we have 20 turns to win. Oh wait, Carter is there. There we go. I'm pretty sure our opponent just bolts this, frostbites this one. So we can at least have something to village rights. When it hits 6 mana, hits a Sprite Dragon. Bolts a spell. Now there is an alternate plan. So let's see if our opponent counters this. We get the counter out of the way. Oh wait, no, they just. Oh no, wait, no, they just foretold it now, so they can't count. So they can't counter it. Not with this one anyway. But now we kind of open ourselves to losing this one. But you know what? That's the third Sprite Dragon down. Got ourselves 2 cards, so kind of up on the equation at this point. So definitely gonna hunt for specimens. This probably gets countered. No, it doesn't get countered. We get Pest Summoning. I don't like that it left there. Oh wait, it had no choice. Okay, never mind. I was about to be too judgmental there. Sometimes you forget how the mana works. So Elemental Expression or create Elemental Masterpiece. So might as well destroy one. Might as well swing with this one. Actually, we'll swing with all of them. So if they block one of the tokens, we actually still benefit off it. Thanks to Carter. Now I actually want to cling to Dust. Probably should have clinged to Dust, one of the more expensive spells, but oh well, there you go. It's still not too late, actually. Yeah. Actually, let's leave the Goblin Artisan. Okay, there's a good Bastion. The opponent probably still has a counter for it, but we're kind of, at least we now have a race of sorts. So Carter actually not too bad, though I think one off is correct. Opponent goes for the Frostbite. Okay. Opponent really flooded. So let's see our opponent play the Saw It Coming. That's a given. There is no way that's not Saw It Coming. Yep, sorry. So let's cancel. So just in case, something weird goes on. I'm gonna take these cards. Yeah, we really need to draw into good stuff at this point. The Cling to Dust is kind of okay. Do I need to cut more lands? How many lands do I have? 13, 40, 23. Okay, maybe I do cut another land. Probably a horrible plan. And yeah, we kind of stalled out really badly here. We definitely want the Plumb the Forbidden. Shame I only have 2 copies. Opponent's now redrawing into a good stack. And a good hand. Not good if they like the top 2 cards. Expressive iterations, fine. No, it just means that the second card they saw goes on top. Unless they hit something better. Frostbite. Lose 1 token. Yeah, sure, lose 1 token. We have a bit of a life cushion, so that's some good news. But we need better news than this. We're about to get run over. Opponent's fine swinging now because they're more likely to kill us before we can kill them in 7 turns. So they are really flooded now. This changes the math a little bit, I suppose. We are definitely gonna swing though. No, that's kind of fine, I guess. Let's take a look at what's... Let's make sure our opponent's not coming up with something. Yeah, I think we can cut down lands, especially now that yeah, are probably going to go down to like 2021. So what does that mean? More Heartless Axe is a good plan, I suppose. Whisper Squad is something I want to consider at this point as well. Though at least we got our opponent down to 4. Opponent is going to stop swinging because we will probably beat them at this rate. Yeah, I'm already considering adding Trill of Possibility. It's a good way to discard extra stuff. Only going Prismari Pledge Mage. Okay, so our only out is literally just to punch to our opponent. Experimental Overload, buyback. Oh, they went for the big gun. They didn't go for... Oh wait, that's because I ate the saw coming. Okay, so I'm gonna hold back for now because this one doesn't. It won't profit on this one. Okay, so let's see. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. That's exact, so we are forced to block. We don't have any good real outs after this, actually. Yeah, so... kind of unfortunate. Too many lands in a row. We're definitely gonna cut lands at this point. What do I want to cut? Yeah, definitely more creatures. I'm actually gonna put in Falmar Knights now because we are starting to see matchups with larger stuff. No, swing at everything. You know what? Fine. If you're not gonna swing with everything, okay, hit the Sir Conrad. Wait. Each player mills a card. When another creature... Oh wait, does our opponent have a no counter spell? Hold on. So... okay, that's 2. We got 2 more shots at this. And swing the token. That's 1. a whiff. Yeah, they had to let it go. So Sir Conrad saves us. He justifies his space in the... He justifies his space. So we actually survived that one. I'm very... Yeah, Sir Conrad was a good... That was a very good one for Sir Conrad. But yeah, I guess final deck list, I will... let's make that change now and let's run one more match with this. We have quite a bit of time. But definitely cutting... Let's just cut the Bloodfell Caves altogether so that I don't have to worry. So that mentally I can just remember 3 lands, Frostbite's always good. So what do we get for that? 1 Goblin Arsonist and 1 more Plumb the Forbidden, I suppose. Yeah, we can afford another uncommon. I'm just trying to be stingy with that, but it's fine. No, that said, yeah, 29-11. This is a good mix. I think I can... I can also drop 1 Arsonist for 1 Falmar Knight. Gives us an extra option on how to draw cards. Timmeret is kinda okay there, okay for now, but this one probably goes in the end. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the other Timmeret. Let's add another Falmar Knight. So yeah, just make that quick change. So let's hope that we don't get hit by mana problems this time. So we're now going down to 21 lands, so might be super risky for some people's tastes. Opponent's still deciding. Opponent takes a mulligan, so we're gonna keep this one. We're gonna lead off on turn 1 Serrated Scorpion, turn 2 Frost. Okay. Opponent leading off the Dismal Backwater. So definitely want to keep the Frostbite up. No reason to drop Weaponize the monsters quite yet. Sanctum of Stonefangs. Okay, we now have to rush. So Frostbite's now a non-issue, so I'm actually gonna drop Weaponize now. But now having this many lands is already uncomfortable at this point. So far it's only blue-black. Teferi's Tutelage. Okay, so mill again. So please mill lands, not spells. I'll take a 50-50 into a card draw. I do like the idea of Sanctum, so basically it just keeps our opponent up all the time. It's a good Cling to Dust if we need to draw extra cards. Oh no, now we really have to rush. So can we deal enough damage in time? We can get down an early card door. Opponent's dropping this one. Okay, opponent milled some good stuff this time. Yikes. That was really good stuff. So now we're only benefiting off card door as a 4-3 body. And we're losing 4 cards a turn, so this is a lot faster compared to the last one. Also note that if our opponent plays the Blue Shrine, that draws even more cards. So... So what I'm gonna do is actually pass here first. So opponent goes up to 16. Okay, super math time. Also, wait, timeout. How many cards? Our opponents draw 2 cards off this. So that's another 4 cards down the drain. Yeah, this is a really bad matchup for us. I'm trying. We can keep hitting for 6. Our opponent keeps going back up. Not having enchantment removal. We were hoping to be faster, but apparently this deck is not fast enough. Yep, lost 10 merit. Ooh, down to 24. Next turn we will be down to even less. Opponent goes Thirst for Meaning, draws 3 cards. Is there enough time? I don't think so. Yeah, they hit a good start with the double Teferi's Tutelage. So and they're discarding all their counters. Yeah, it's also unfortunate that our concessions for certain matchups are really horrible here. That's also our last Bastion, I think. No, and we lost Sir Conrad as well. Yikes. Sir Conrad would have been kind of nice because Flunk. So he gets some small benefit out of it. It's not really good. And we just drew another land. Yeah, this is a good game. We still having land issues after... Still having flooding issues. So 21 lands is actually fine at this rate. Well, let's do one more match because this is so unsatisfying. We're probably not the best deck to run up against Mill. We did do well against one, but we're not necessarily gonna keep doing. Especially if they run that perfect all enchantment start. Double Plumb. Okay, we'll keep this one because at least we have the Bastions in hand. Now we just need the actual creatures, but I think we can draw our way into them. Also, thank goodness Bastion provides one. Let's Sulfur Smart first. Because if we can avoid casting this too soon, it's fine. Opponent might have enchantment removal. Trashing Brontodon's a thing, so something to consider. No, Llanowar Visionary. So our opponent is going for big creatures. We need to have ways to gum up the board. So the Plumb the Forbidden is actually going to be good for us now. So no attacks. I'm still expecting to lose one Bastion at this rate. So take note, 2, 4, 6, 8. Sarulf's Pack may draw a card. Nice. It's a test and training, so it has trample. Okay. Drawing quite a few cards. Let's see if we can hit that Frostbite. Nope, but we did hit the Cling to Dust. And note we... So... just keep it playing defensive now, which is quite antithetical for black-red, which is why we still have a Cardor here. Keep saying Cardor. I'm almost about to say Cardor. If our opponent goes for removal, we just Plumb the Forbidden, wipe. This has trample already, so any blockers is pretty much for this guy. Let's see how much mana they spend. If they spend enough mana, I can probably just Plumb the... I'm tempted to just Plumb the Forbidden for everything. Like, we ding them for 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, wow, this is 12 already? Voracious Typhon. Okay. I think we go for it now. Let's go for it. Bastion, that's good. Harder is fine. Village Rights, fine. Hunt for specimens and eye twitch. Okay, good. So Bastion eye twitch is good there. Or even Bastion hunt. I can also do Bastion eye twitch, hold up village rights. So the plan now is to let our creatures die. Opponent, yeah, at least, well, this time it's our turn to have the busted triple enchantment play. So I'm actually thankful that something, it's not always our opponent. Opponent goes Snakeskin Veil. Okay, fine. Exponential Growth is a mythic, so I'm not worried about that card. Okay, opponent's just pumping their way. Does this have trample? No, this does not have. No, opponent's just basically pumping, but they realize that if with enough creatures we can dome them already at this point. Yeah, basically that one big dome out is a very good shot. Let's see. I guess we're close to the 1 hour mark already. I kind of want to do one more. So let's update the deck list one last time. Hold on, done. And let's go for one more match. Actually, no, I think the deck was already edited. I think I edited it properly, so should be fine. But let's do one more edit just in case. Ugh, this is a... black. Okay. I'm willing to... That's mulligan. Okay, this is better. And we don't need Sir Conrad this early. Oops, sorry. No, not that. Yeah, okay. Well, we still have to edit this one. Opponent's taking their time starting up a bit, I guess. Okay. And I see blue is this... Okay, it's mill again. So, we kept the worst possible hand for this. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one. So... Sure. Let's name red. Yeah, so we're gonna see if our... Okay, so military cards. Yikes, I wanted those. Especially the frostbites. Zulaport Duelist. Okay, so this is just it's nice. Well, self-mill, but they do draw cards in the process, so I can respect that. So I named red here, so I am forced to play this. On the bright side, so another Ruin Crab. We now need to hit removal. We now need to hit removal for these. And I also have to be concerned our opponent has Drown in the lock. You have to go for it. If they have Drown in the lock, they have Drown in the lock. Or negate. Kinda have to go for it though. Yep, Drown in the lock. So attack. So next turn, you'll probably go Arsonist, hold up rights. But yeah. Okay, lost yeah, the cards we're on the lookout for are essentially the they're refilling their hand pretty quickly, and I'll have to give them that. It's gonna hold up, so I need to decide. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Goblin Arsonist. I might even be forced to use Necrotic Fumes on these Ruin Crabs. Opponent's drawing a lot of cards. Thankfully, there's no Teferi's Truth. Okay, so we lost we lost one Bastion. Well, that leaves us one other Bastion, but we're going to, yeah, lose more than half our deck at this point. Yeah, I hope they get enough data to realize that we're seeing nothing but that people are pretty much playing nothing but blue here. Then again, Artisan, not exactly a high-powered format. Okay. Yeah, also the problem is all our creatures are very small. We really need to be able to draw these cards though. Nope. Let's see what we lose. And you know what? I think we can save. We can safely concede this one. This is the we're way behind at this point. Our opponent is just gonna play more and more. The black is also concerning because it generally signals call of the Death Dweller. So without actual exile effects, which actually means, yeah, we do have one Timuret for that, but we might want to consider other plans as well. So this one at least is relatively cheap. The problem is it good? It's fine. You can get wins out of nowhere. You can get wins out of nowhere, and with the proper sequence, it's all right. I guess the one thing we can do is cut the Shimmer Drift Veils because that messed up our mana a bit. This is the all removal suite again. I'm gonna mulligan this, especially if we run into an opponent like that. Well, no guarantee that our next opponent's gonna be like this again, but I do want to mulligan this at least. Okay, this is better. We probably want to bin the Weaponize. Finally, someone playing a different color. So at least I know there's no Luminarch Aspirant, no Skyclave Apparition here. But and no Winota, that's also another thing. But actually, yeah, there's no Winota here. So what's exactly the plan? We named black for this, so I'm gonna play red. I'm gonna play the Arsonist, and I'm gonna play the Falmar Knight, just to gum up the board a little bit. Vanishing Light is still around though, so we can still actually lose these guys. It actually makes it really bad for our Bastions, but Last Casket, yeah, there's that too. If our opponent swings with... Oh, they swung with both. They might be a Fightless one, so... Okay, there's no Fightless one. That's the good news. We're flooding again. At least I'm gonna play the Bastion, so we'll still get the token. If our opponent goes Banishing Light, we will still have the token. But yeah, Somehow we're not getting the best land draws. And I don't want to cut any more lands at this point. We're literally running 21. 16. Yeah, we're running 21 lands. I think that's enough. Good to know that some people still play artifacts. So opponent, does our opponent want to swing? No, opponent does not want to swing. Definitely gonna play the Sulphurous Mire because we need to have double. We want to start having double black. Yeah. Gonna swing in with this one. Let's put a. Yeah, we definitely want to get Pest Summoning. Probably Pest Summoning into Plumb would be nice. I would prefer to have more Bastions at this point. Yeah, opponent have Glass Casket for this. Opponent is... well, we're just as flooded as they are in terms of land, so I can't... Ooh, Artemis Owl. That's a good blocker. Into another Glass Casket. Yuck. We probably might want to reconsider... oh, we got a Heartless Axe, so there's some good news. Yeah, our opponent's leaving up mana for this, that's the problem. I can force them to sack it again. That is something. So far they haven't demonstrated a way to reanimate. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack that point. Yeah, we definitely want to hit Necrotic Fumes here. Actually, no, what we want to hit is a good... so if... did we see that many artifacts? I saw a lot of people play enchantment decks. I'm considering if we want to have an Embred Shield Breaker, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Professor. Yeah, her... so this one is just basically mono white, and it's a good build at that. I have to give them credit for it. Yeah, the problem is we're running based on on synergy with one or two with a few cards, but on their own they're very soft. And if you don't hit anything else, it's a real problem. Also note, our opponent can just Glass Casket this one, so we don't have much of an out. Our opponent has another. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. We can concede this one. So we really have to be choosy about the hands we keep. I probably should do the math. Maybe it's correct to cut even more lands. I would not be surprised if cutting more lands is a good idea. Or subbing some of the lands with... well, it messes with the Frostbite. We could just sub it with straight Shock. But no, we saw a lot of X trees, so... okay, we'll keep this one. We're just missing red mana. But we got something. And unfortunately, because we have no red mana, we're not gonna wait. So this is actually fine because Hunt for Specimens can get us Necrotic Fumes, since we now know what our opponent's up to. Yeah, we now start sandbagging the removal. And we hit the red mana at last, so Eviscerated Scorpion. So we'll need to decide if our opponent drops a 1/2 creature, if it's worth frostbiting it to prevent the effect, or if we just Necrotic Fumes it. Mysterious Egg. Starix, Green-tail Heron. Okay, that's fine. We will save it for Necrotic Fumes. So the reason I'm holding up Village Rites is so that if our opponent goes for something, we can Village Rites the Eye Twitch, then get our second Necrotic Fumes. We probably have too many Pest Summonings now that I think of it. Essence Symbiote. Opponent's definitely gonna mutate on top. Oh no, they just hardcast it. So we definitely want to snipe this one. And play Bastion of Remembrance. So now Weaponize the monsters is actually good. Okay, our opponent now has Auspicious Starix territory, so that's an issue. Opponent could... Well, there's no Gem Razor here. That's good news. Auspicious Starix. So they're going to see if they can hit a creature up. Hits a Symbiote. I'll take the 7. There's a Sir Conrad. That he's gonna have to wait. Play Weaponize the monsters. Now I really wish I had the third Necrotic Fumes. I think having it's probably better to have the third Necrotic Fumes than the fourth Pest Summoning at this point. Green-tail Heron. Actually, that's not too painful compared to the Auspicious Starix. Oh, the draw card part is annoying. If opponent decides not to... We can play Carder next turn. That should give... Okay, Trumpeting Gnar. So interestingly, we can... So we have two choices here. We can either play Carder, force everything to attack. Or play Conrad. And then Carder. Problem now is our opponent... Ugh! Pouncing Shore Shark. That will bounce Conrad. The good news is the... Yeah, Sir... Gets the bounce. Draws a card. We will block, but yeah, at this point Green-tail Heron draws another card. They should have discarded the land first. It will have saved them 1 damage, though. Yeah, bounce the Eye Twitch. Yikes. Yeah, so probably the final list, you want the third Necrotic Fumes. We have to block. got an arse. So we got. So we got multiple options. Though we are a. Hold on. Yeah, at least we got rid of that one. Now, we're gonna have to do a block sack just to keep ourselves alive. But at least we took out a huge investment on our opponent's part. Opponent for Auspicious Star X. We can still technically block that. Opponent hits a land, that's fine. This does not have trample, so block. Now we get Pest Summoning. So, hold on. I knew Weaponize was worth it. Well, the Bastion too, but I knew there was a reason I put the Weaponize there. We stole that one. You know what? I'm happy with this one. We're calling it. That's good enough for me. And there we go. We're calling it with that one. We managed to get the win out of an impossible situation. Well, not impossible, but bad enough situation. But we'll call it at that. That's it for this episode, the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Do check out my other content. I'm starting an adventure run on Famicom Detective Club. I started the first chapter yesterday, so I should be doing chapter 2 a little bit soon. And I'm also going to be streaming more Strixhaven draft. Let's see if I can get Quandrix next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great weekend, everyone. And yes, 3 copies of Necrotic Fumes.